1 million kilograms of white rice. This is the cargo India recently dispatched to Burkina Faso, a West African nation that happens to be one of the continent's largest gold producers. While Burkina Faso rarely dominates global headlines, it has become a focal point for a specific kind of Indian diplomacy. The country is led by Ibrahim Traoré. At just 37 years old, this military captain is navigating a complex web of international interests. His influence is recognized globally. Last year, Vladimir Putin invited Traoré to St. Petersburg for the Russia-Africa Summit, signaling Moscow's interest in his administration. Despite its vast mineral wealth, Burkina Faso's economy has been hamstrung by internal instability and natural disasters, leaving the nation in urgent need of basic food security. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is using these shipments to stabilize a partner in crisis, positioning India to secure physical wealth and resource access, while traditional trade routes face increasing disruption. India provides humanitarian aid for immediate survival, and in return, Burkina Faso grants favorable prices on gold exports. By establishing direct access, India builds a reserve protecting its economy against international market volatility. This isn't an isolated event. India recently sent another 1 million kilograms of rice to Sierra Leone under similar circumstances. Sierra Leone's primary asset is its massive reserves of rough, uncut diamonds. These raw materials feed directly into Surat, the center of an Indian polishing industry that employs millions and dominates the global diamond export market. By utilizing its agricultural surplus, India provides the fuel for its domestic industries, turning surplus grain into industrial employment. The strategy also addresses the Indian power grid. With the Strait of Hormuz increasingly vulnerable to regional conflict, India's energy security requires alternatives to traditional Middle Eastern supply lines. When traditional routes faced threats of closure, Angola agreed to sell liquid petroleum gas directly to India to ensure the supply remained steady. Nigeria has played a similar role, supplying crude oil during recent global shortages to keep Indian fuel prices stabilized. These African partnerships act as a geopolitical shock absorber, ensuring that foreign wars do not lead to a domestic resource crisis in India. But why are these nations choosing to prioritize India over other established global powers? For many African leaders, the answer lies in a perceived lack of diplomatic respect from Western powers over the last several decades. India changed that dynamic by championing the African Union's admission into the G20, providing the continent with a permanent seat among the world's most powerful economies. This diplomatic support is now yielding tangible returns. African nations are securing India's supply chains as a direct response to this newfound partnership. Superpower status in the 21st century is built on this kind of strategic symbiosis. It demonstrates